What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James, man. I'm back in these streets. I'm back in these work streets, and it's another cold day out here. Woo! It was colder than it was yesterday out here in Ohio, boy. You know, we done had some weak winters out here for a long time, but that winter came back like gangbusters this year. It ain't playing around. That hawk is out for real. So, you know, we at the work, you know what I'm saying, doing this thing, chilling. But I want to make a quick video right quick and talk about who would the Cowboys draft at number 12, or who would you want? I want a lot of people in these comments. So anybody who watches this video, please tell me, who would you like to see the Dallas Cowboys draft at number 12? I'm going to give you my thoughts on it right quick, and we'll see what goes from there. But please make sure you watch this video. Tell me who would you like for the Dallas Cowboys to draft at number 12. So first, I did a little bit of, history, just looking at it since like 88 when, Jimmy Johnson, Jerry Jones, when they really came in. I seen them 70s and 80s, but we ain't going to talk about that. Let's talk about what the Jerry era. So if we're looking at the 12th pick that the Dallas Cowboys have had since 88, or the 12th or 11th pick around that position, these are the players that drafted. And there's some pretty good players that came from that 12th pick. So you'll probably think a lot of people were frustrated. Oh, we didn't get a top 5 pick. We didn't tank. We didn't do this. But 12 is not a bad spot. So going back to 1988, Michael Irvin, pretty good, right? Hall of Famer, dog. We all know Michael Irvin. We don't have to say no more about it. He went 11th, 88. Alvin Harper, he was drafted in the 12th position. Alvin Harper had a great Cowboys career. He had a very good Cowboys career. Once he went and left and signed that contract, I think he went to Tampa Bay, it was over. So Cowboys kind of probably made you, but I think he still had a good career for the 12th pick. We already know Michael Irvin, dog, Hall of Famer. You don't need to say nothing else. Also, DeMarcus Ware, pretty good, another Hall of Famer. He went 11th. You know what I'm saying? So that pick is a good pick to looking like you can make a Hall of Fame career out of it. Micah Parsons, obviously they traded up, but 12th. So Micah, DeMarcus Ware, Michael Irvin, because the way Micah keeps playing, he's going to be a Hall of Famer too. But you already got 2 Hall of Famers who are drafted in that position, and you got a possible another one in Micah Parsons. So obviously, Dallas wanted, us fans, whatever, content creators, we probably wanted a higher pick. But at the end of the day, it's not a bad spot to be in, right? So I've been going over the draft. I haven't, I've been deep in it. I haven't been too deep in it, but I've been circling the waters on the players, continue to learn, watch tape, watch film, and continue to get my own thoughts about these players. But the biggest thing that I am noticing, hold on, my Bluetooth are acting weird. Sorry about that. The biggest thing that I want to talk about is, number one, I'll be at the Senior Bowl again this year. I don't know how long. I got a lot of things kind of going on right now, and I don't know how many days I'll be there, but I'm going to try to definitely be out there and make things happen and get y'all some really good coverage for that Senior Bowl 2025. Really excited about it again. This will be my second back-to-back year. I went on my own personally in 2021. That was the draft for Jake Ferguson, I believe. So once I went in 2021, I kind of been keeping the tradition. I didn't go in 2022, but we will be back at that Senior Bowl. Don't know how many days I'll be there, but I'm going to definitely try to get out there and get y'all some great coverage and get some of these players that the Cowboys could draft. Senior Bowl's got littered with great talent again this year. But if the 12th pick, everybody's already assuming. All right, so everybody's assuming that the Dallas Cowboys are going to draft at the 12th pick Aston Genty, running back from Boise State, 5'9", 215 pounds. I mean, the dude's a dog, 2,600 yards. I mean, the man was out of this world. Already said it. I mean, number one thing he already said he wanted to be a Cowboy. He already said, hey, when the Cowboys got a good running back, they're a pretty good team. He's from the Dallas area. He's a Dallas kid, so he said it'll be a lifelong dream for that to happen. I almost feel like it's going to happen, right? Dallas love running backs. Emmitt Smith, Tony Dorsett, DeMarco Murray, Ezekiel Elliott. Like, they've had a litter of running backs, and I don't see how they wouldn't do this either. It really would depend on the staff, but if you got Jerry Jones at the helm, I could definitely see him doing that. Me personally, I wouldn't be mad if they drafted Geanty, but I don't want that. I don't want that at all. No, I don't want that. Because I don't want you paying a running back a fifth-year option. He already got a lot of mileage, 730 carries at Boise State. I ain't hating. That's a lot of carries. And you know you're going to tote the rock when you come to Dallas. If they draft you in the first round with the 12th pick, you're going to tote that rock the first 3 years, just like Ezekiel Elliott did. You're going to tote that rock. I just feel like, those running backs just don't last forever. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to be a bell cow. I say you saw Rico Dowdle get that 1,000 yards. Ain't nobody saying Rico Dowdle is special or nothing like that. But have that dual back system. That's what really works. That bell cow, yes. You got the Derrick Henry. Yes, you had the Saquon Barkley. Yes, you saw what they did. Them is vets, though. Feel what I'm saying? They've been doing it. You got this rook putting all that stuff on the shoulders. No. Keep you a Rico Dowdle and get you a Trayon Henderson from the University of Ohio State, who I've been loving since day one. We out here in the OHIO. That's where we at. We out here in the OHIO. And you better look at that Trayon Henderson. I've been talking about him A1 day one. Man came in his freshman year, a 5-star recruit, getting 1,300 yards. I know he had the injury bug, got 500 the next year, sophomore, but got 2 straight 900 yards and split carries. Dog, you've seen that explosion. He can catch it out the backfield. He can block. He can do everything. And he can share the load. He'd already shared you. He can share the load with Quinshawn Jenkins. You pair them two and live and feel good and live in the land of milk and honey. That's what I want. If you get the Geanty kid, I ain't going to be mad at it. If you got Geanty, I'm not going to be mad. I just ain't agreeing with it and I ain't feeling it. But I will be cool. I just don't want no running back in no first round. I don't care what people say about Jahmyr Gibbs and all that stuff. Yeah, okay, that's great. I still don't want that. You don't need a fifth-year option on no running back. Cool, don't do that, in my opinion. Now, got some few other players on here that I would like to get at 12. Now, another thing that people have been telling me, the kid from Penn State, Abdul Carter, 6'3", large, about 250. You've seen him. Great bend, speed off the edge. Penn State, wore the 11, Micah Parsons. It makes sense. Sam Williams, Abdul Carter, Micah Parsons, Marshawn Nealon. Bring back a Lawson. You may not have a D-Law, but that's a nice little stable right there. Defense wins championships. You saw what the defense can do. You saw in 2021 and 22 with Quinn went down with that pass rush and getting them sacks and how much devastating that defense can be. I'm a defensive guy, A1, day one. So if Abdul Carter drops, which he can, I'm tired of people telling me, oh, Abdul Carter would never drop. That would never happen. Okay, did Lamar Jackson drop? Did Aaron Rodgers drop? There's been tons of NFL players or college players going to the NFL that they said they weren't ever going to be available. They were never going to drop. They would never drop this far. And they do. Nobody tell me about no draft. Don't none of y'all know it. Don't none of y'all know it. The experts, they take good guesses like we all do. Y'all don't know how that draft's going to fall. Y'all might be more plugged in, but y'all don't know how that draft is going to fall. As I said, I had to take care of a customer. We in these work streets, remember. Stop telling me y'all know everything about the draft. That dude could drop just like anything else. And if he drops, I'm going to be very tempted to take him. My problem is this. I'm hedging between the receiver and the defensive end. I'm a defensive guy, so I'll go defensive all day. But we need some offense here as far as in that receiving core. Sorry, Jalen Tolbert, I like you. But you know what? You was a third-round pick 3 years ago, and you ain't took that next step. You a touchdown guy. You a red zone guy. Great. But you ain't a number 2. Jalen Brooks, no. Who else you got? Kevontae Turpin. I love Turpin, but you ain't no number 2 receiver, right? You're more of a gadget guy. You throw you in, do other type of things. Dallas Cowboys need another dog besides CeeDee Lamb. I said that A1 day one. They need a dog, a 1A, not no 2. We need 1A. That's what needs to happen. You see these other teams like the Eagles, other teams of that nature, having these dual receiving cores, and they're both dogs. It just makes the offense so much better and unguardable because Dallas got some decent tight ends. You get that other dog receiver with CD, watch the land of milk and honey really grow. And you can still scoop that running back. You feel me? So I'm always a defensive guy, but I'm kind of leaning toward receiver just because I really need CD to get help. Micah's got some help on that defensive side of the ball, but CD, he needs help, and he needs it bad. So obviously they've already been talking about Luther Burden, receiver from Missouri, 5'11", 205, really good speed. Love how he plays, smooth athlete, good after the catch, can take the top off the defense. I mean, that's what Dallas needs for real, for real. So to me, I might be leaning toward that edge, to going to receiver. Also, there's Emeka Egbuka, also from the University of Ohio State. Now, here's my thing with him. He's like a CD Lamb clone to me. He built the same, crazy great in the slot. They said he run a 4.3. I need to see that time when that pro day comes up. But he just works that slot, works that middle, works those soft spots in the zone. Great after the catch. Everything that CD does, right? So it's like CD1 and CD2. I just don't want to lean towards that, even though he's probably more complete than Luther is. 2 CD Lambs out there, I don't know, because that's what I feel like he is. But he does come from the University of Ohio State, and man, boy, they put him out here. You just seen the Jeremiah Smith kid, probably one of the best ones. He could come out in the NFL right now. So they're definitely not lacking in the receiver position. That's damn near receiver U at Ohio State now. So with that being said, I'm probably leaning towards receiver because CD Lamb needs help. I'm a defensive guy, but CD Lamb needs that help. My God, this damn Bluetooth, stop doing that. Pissing me off. Sorry for that noise. It's goofy. So I would think of a corner too. Now, if that Mason Graham kid from Michigan, I know people hate on him, but dog, he's a little different than Mozzie, bro. He got that motor. And when you got that motor like a Hutchinson with talent, that's different. So if he dropped, I would think, but you could get a defensive tackle later. In my opinion, you need to attack that receiver. So it's between Egbuka and Burden. I think I really need to see the pro days or the combine between the two to see how I can really decide. But I'm going to probably go lean just a slight bit toward the receiver just because CD Lamb needs more help than, to me, than Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons already got a few pieces back there on the defense. But CD Lamb, the cupboard is bare on that receiving core as far as dogs. So I would lean toward receiver in that first round. You can get that running back in the second round. You can get an edge later. Somebody may fall. Anything like that. You got some edges now. You definitely need one. But for me, I'm going to go receiver by the slightest of margins. Then running back probably next, only because you don't want to miss out on a Trayon Henderson or one of those guys. Or you could get the edge in the second round and still probably get a real quality back in the third round, because I made a post and showed all kind of running backs that were in the second, third, and fourth rounds and did the damn thing. Bucky Irvin is one of them, fourth rounder. So it can happen. So that's just kind of my thoughts on it. I know everybody wants the Geanty kid. They may take him. But for me, Cowboys need to get that dog receiver, and they need to get him now and stop playing that damn game. And then let Jalen Tolbert and those guys morph around him. But it needs to be a 1A, a 1B, and that's what it needs to be. And you need to take that to the next level with Dak Prescott and help him get some weapons. So let me know what y'all think. Tell me who y'all would pick at the 12th pick. Put it in the comments and let me know. And I'll be talking to you soon. Big Game James. I'm out. Peace.